Hello everybody and welcome on in. My name is Jamie. My page is Rō.12 Creations and you are joining me for an affiliate spotlight here on the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina's page. I am delighted to be with you tonight to show off one of Christina's beautiful kits. And am happy to have you visiting with us as well. So welcome on in. So we're doing the Birds of Song. So I've prepped. You can see, you know, we're going to crackle if you see that shiny background. So I've already prepped. I've numbered pieces. So let me talk to you. Let me talk you through what I've done, because I've done quite a bit of prep on this one. You all, there are 45 pieces to this kit. So it's not a hard kit. It just has a lot of pieces, okay? So don't let that frighten you. I do not know what that is on the back side. Looks like it's stained from something. Okay, here we go. Lethea, and you liked that one? Yes, that's correct. All right, so awesome, Mary says. Awesome. Hi, Darlene. How are you? Hey, Diane Collins. So let me walk you through this. This is a 10-inch door round. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a door round. You can put it in, you can put it in a buffet, like a little buffet behind you. Let it be a leaner or a bookshelf, or you can put it in a little tripod or easel and let it lean that way. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to do that. And with Christina's door rounds, she always offers them in two sizes. This is the 10-inch round. There's also a 15-inch round if you would like a bigger one, okay? Warm today, then turned cold here tonight. 80s today, tonight 40s, in the morning 30s. Ew, that's chilly. Indiana, Miss Jackie says. That's where her crazy weather is. Oh, look, you're already using the code word. Woohoo, bird song. Now, hey, Lisa, how are you, sweet friend? It's all right. We're just now getting started. We were just saying hello to everybody. So the 10-inch and the 15-inch, and I think, Christina, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the 10-inch is $25, which includes shipping. Shipping's free. And then I think the 40-inch is 40-inch. Good gravies. The 15-inch, I think, is $40. If I'm wrong, correct me. I think that's what it is. I forgot to look up the prices. We don't do a lot of door rounds, so this one fit perfectly for a door round, so we did it. Okay, so I've already numbered pieces, and I will walk you through all of that. If I've missed anybody, like right there, somebody saying, oh, that's Lisa. Never mind, I didn't miss anybody. Okay, so this one's 10 inches, and you can use it for a door round or a shelf leaner, however you want to use it. It's very versatile. Whatever movie that was from or commercial, is very versatile. Oh, here I go with my quotes. Okay, so let me tell you what I did first and foremost. I removed the frame. There's not really a top or a bottom to this, so I didn't label the back side at all, okay? Now, then I started very slowly, one by one, removing the pieces, and I started putting the numbers on the backs like I always do, okay? So if there's a 1 right here, the piece that matches that goes on top also has a 1. If there's a 2 on the back side of the piece that matches it, there's a 2. So I went around, all the way around, and did the bird tails, the tail feathers first of the birds. 28 and 44. I was wrong. Thank you for correcting me. So the 10-inch is $28, the 15-inch is $44, and that includes shipping, okay? That does include shipping. So there you go. So to put that word bird song, if you would like to look at it. The bottom, the base surface, the backer sheet, it's not a backer sheet. The base surface is 1/4 inch thick birch wood, very high quality, okay? You have score marks that show you exactly where your pieces should go. They're a guide. You don't have to do it exactly perfectly, but they're a guide to show you where your pieces should go. And then the extra pieces that go on top are also 1/4 inch thick birch wood. So when you get it put together, you'll have a 1/2 inch thick, sturdy door round for you to use however you want. If you want it to be a door round, be a door round. And it's just like the other kits that she has that are Barn Quilt kits. All of the pieces are there, and you will have to remove some pieces. This one's really easy. You don't need this piece, but it will come there in it. She does that to keep your pieces from shifting around so you don't lose them. Well, hey there, Shannon with Rō.12 Cottage. How are you? So remove this piece if you get this kit, okay? You don't need it. I mean, you can leave it in there if you want, but this adds dimension and it makes your pattern pop. So that's why we do it. Okay, comment bird song for the link. Yes, thank you, Miss Christina. Can you pin that since I didn't bring my laptop? Hi, Christine Connors. Thank you for putting in that bird song. So this is, the original was made with bluebirds, but you can use any bird you want, any kind of songbird. You could do bluebirds, you could do cardinals, you could do robins, you could do crows if you love primitive decor. You could do crows. Let's see, what else? What other bird songs are out there? Ooh, purple martins if you love if you're Martin fans. Goldfinch, orioles. I mean, think about all the different types of bird songs. I mean, birds that are songbirds. So type in bird song if you want that, okay? Then the only other pieces that you'll remove are these 4 pieces around this center square. That's it. The rest of them stay. The rest of them are either part of the tree that the birds are in, or word is pinned. Excellent. Thank you so much. I can't see it, so that's why I say, can you pin it? Okay, so bird song is the word. Thank you, Diane, for posting that or putting that in the comments. Okay, or trying it out. So the rest of the pieces are either the part of the bird or it's part of the tree that the birds are kind of perched in. Okay, so, and if you know somebody fancy schmancy, what you would want to do is turn this into a clock. Since it's round, it could be a beautiful clock, you all. If you know somebody that could drill you a hole right there in the middle for that clock piece to go on the back side, oh, it would be gorgeous, okay? Just saying, just a little bit of inspiration for you before we get started, okay? So now, I've taken all my pieces off and numbered the back sides. I even wrote on the back side what color I was going to use, because when you're working with 8 colors, it can get very confusing, and that's how many I've got sitting right here. Yeah, there's number 8. I was like, hang on, that's 7. There's number 8. We haven't used number 8 yet. We're getting ready to. So, I put on the back side what colors they were going to be, okay? And then I painted this with burnt umber from Deco Art. Since we're going to cover it up, I didn't bother using my Paint Couture paints. So there's that fun stuff. So I used burnt umber and a makeup sponge, just a white wedge makeup sponge, and I just painted in 1 coat. And then I used my medium that you all are probably tired of seeing me use. I used my Folk Art Crackle medium over the top of that, and we have let it dry. So that's where we are, okay? Now, the other pieces are off the side. We'll get to those in just a minute. Hi, Jackie. How are you? I hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you for being here. Y'all, thank you for all the hearts and the sprinkles. That really does help. If you'll put us out there on that Barn Quilt trail, that'll help boost us on out there. It'll wake up the algorithm and let the Book of Faces know that we need to be seen, that there's some fun stuff going on over here on the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina's page. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our buttercream. I think I shook it up before I got started. This is a chalk style paint from Paint Couture. And yes, you can use chalk style paints with crackle mediums. That's a big misnomer with a lot of people. They think you can't use a chalk style paint, but you can if you apply it okay. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Welcome in. It's good to see you. It's been nice chatting with you on my page in the comments. We're working on a kit called Bird Song tonight, so welcome in. All right, so here we go. It's buttercream. It's a nice antique white color. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm just going to pick a spot, and I'm going to paint it with the grain of the wood. Okay. And what you probably need to know about chalk style paint when you do use a crackle medium, your crackle might not be as prominent, but there will be crackle there, I promise. If you apply it correctly, you will have crackle. I promise, especially if you use a decent type of paint. Now, I can't make any guarantees with I started to say Cracker Barrel with Apple Barrel from Walmart. I can't make any guarantees about that. But if you're using like a deco art or folk art, it will crackle, y'all. Let me fill that little piece in right there. So I'm just going to make my way around the circle. And you've got a little bit of wiggle room. And if your coats aren't that even, don't worry about it. We can sand it. We're gonna distress over this anyways. So it's no big deal. I promise. I promise. Now I'm going to be missing comments here for a minute while I do this, because I need to kind of work a little quickly. And there are 45 pieces, like I said, to this one kit, but don't worry. I did a lot of prep ahead of time so that you wouldn't have to sit here and watch me paint so much stuff. Okay? Now you might get to see me distressing some things, but you're not going to have to watch me do so much painting, except for the surface. But you all, if you're like me, I love to watch something crackle. It's just something magical. There's something magical about crackle. Hi, Mike. I'm doing good. How are you? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Happy Sunday, everybody. Everybody had a good weekend? Let me know if you did anything fun. And if you didn't do anything fun, then what did you do? What did you do? I want to know. Let me live vicariously through you, because I didn't do anything exciting. Nothing exciting that I can think of. Trying to stay with that grain of that wood. And if you're like, what is she talking about? Wood has grain? Yes, it does. It's those lines or those striations that you see that are on the surface of your piece that you're working on. That's called the grain of the wood. And that's the direction that your fibers in the wood run. So if you paint with them and not against them, you will get a much more even coat, smoother coat. Your paint just lays better. It also adheres better. So there's a little bit of information for you. That's why I always tell y'all to paint with the grain of the wood. Howdy, Sunshine Sister Denise. How are you? You had all the fun. You worked. Aw, you are a working somebody, Mr. Roger. You don't get a lot of time off at all, do you? I worked from home. Does that count? All right, I've used all the paint in the lid. Let's move to the bottle or the container. Now, this is not one of the sample sizes of Paint Couture. This is I think this is a 4-ounce. I knew I was going to use this a lot. It was one of the first colors I ran out of after I used the sample size that I tried out. There is a sample size of this Paint Couture paint. It's a 1-ounce size, and it's $2.95. So if you're interested in trying that out, that same word, Birdsong, will take you to the kit that I'm working on tonight, but you can shop the whole website from there. So you could also look at the Paint Couture paints while you're there. If you want to try out some Paint Couture paints, they have some, Christina has some very nice bundles, and we've even curated some, especially with barn quilts in mind. There's a nice spring one available for, I would say spring/summer, because it's called Vintage Tea Party. So you might want to check that out. And I do believe buttercream is inside of one of those bundles. And the reason why I keep talking about the bundles, you can save a little bit of money by buying a bundle rather than buying the sample separately. For example, they're $2.95 on their own. But if you get a bundle, you get a set of 4 of the sample sizes, and they are $10.95. So you save a little bit of money by getting a bundle. So that's not a too bad of it's a good way to try out the paint contour paints to see if you like them. I gotta get rid of that right there. There we go. Now I'm gonna turn over here and get busy on this side. I don't know if you can see the crackle, but we got a nice crackle going. Melissa says mine did musicals growing up. She now teaches music theater. Wow. My hat's off to her. I was a teacher and retired just about 3 years ago. You're doing pretty good, Mike. I am so glad to hear that. Did you have a good weekend? How's everybody else's weather? Is everybody warming up a little bit? I know people are probably still covered in snow, as much snow as you all got. Was that last week when there was so much snow everywhere, or was that the week before? I believe Wisconsin had a bunch of snow last week, because I think their school was even still closed in a lot of places last week. I'm not worried about painting outside of the lines, because that's not going to show up. We're going to cover those up with pieces of the kit. With the pattern. The pattern pieces are going to get cover up these where I'm painting outside of the lines. So that's another good thing. You don't have to really worry about staying inside the lines. And when you order one of the kits, let me tell you what we've done for you. Hey, Ann Boyette. Oh, you almost forgot. Not feeling your best. I'm so sorry. Prayers that you feel better, sweet Ann. That's awesome. Right, Bonnie? Awesome, awesome. Anyways, you will get, once you make your purchase, you will get an automatic download sent to you in your email with directions on how to complete a kit. Step-by-step directions on how to complete the kit. And then the majority of the videos the majority of the kits have a video that you can watch in the video hub. It takes you to Christina's YouTube channel, and she has a ton of videos that you can watch. Plus, there's videos on my page that haven't expired yet. I'm working on my YouTube, y'all. I'm working on it. So many things to do and not enough time. But anyways, if you see me do one kit, you kind of know how to do the rest, really and truly. Maybe by the time you watch a couple, because the process is pretty much the same. It's just the creativity that changes. And you could do like, your imagination is your only limit. I think I would say that. Now, I hope I didn't forget any of the details, but that's all the details. And we have now made it all the way around. So let me clean my brush, and I will hold it up and let you see that crackle. We've got some good crackle going on. Good old crackle going on. Hi, Dee Dee. How are you? You can't wait to get something. And it went whoosh. The comment went whoosh out of the way. I'll have to check it out in a little bit, or after the live. That was my wipe where I was wiping the paint off my fingers. I was wiping the paint off my fingers. Hope you got lots of pictures. Somebody has done something now. I hate I missed that. Shoot. I'll have to go back and read the comments. If somebody's taking pictures, something was exciting. Sorry, I'm cleaning my brush real quick. How about the middle? Oh, golly gee. Well, Pat, thank you. I completely forgot the middle. I got so excited I'd made it all the way around. Duh. Thank you, Pat. Hey, Jody with Primitive Country Memories. But Jody, how are you? Thank you for that BQT. Oh, the girl, you missed it. I was going to skip the middle. Pat caught me. She got me back on track. I need all the help I can get, y'all. All the help I can get. And if you're new to my page, I am from North Carolina. I'm a retired school teacher. I would still say I'm newly retired. I'm into this is my third year of retirement. I'm coming up on 3 years in July. July the 1st will be 3 years. Will be 3 years in July. And it was one of the best things I could have done for myself. I taught for almost 32 years. And I mostly taught English as a second language. And I had anywhere from kindergarten to 12th grade. I did. Yeah, we had a thunderstorm last night. Forgot about that. That was interesting. I didn't realize we were even supposed to have rain. And somebody left a cardboard box sitting out on her sidewalk. So that was lots of fun to see this morning. Oopsies. Okay, there we go, Miss Pat. Thank you for saving the day. Thank you. Oh, Bonnie took pictures. Oh, Bonnie, have you been on vacation? Is that what I missed? Now I'm going to clean the brush. We shouldn't need this anymore that I'm aware of. But I still want to get all the goo off it. I'll clean it better after the live. Okay, I'm going to show you that crackle here in just a minute. Woo. I used plenty of water. I can tell you that. Okay, I'm going to lay it on its side so it can dry. Now let's hold it up so you can see that pretty crackle. It says Jackie Decker is watching. There you go. There we are. Can you see that crackle? Look how pretty. I can't tell if you can see the crackle or not. Crack-a-lackin'. It's got some crack-a-lackin'. There's some crackle. Look at that pretty crackle. You see the crack-a-lackin'? Hit the hearts if you can see that crack-a-lackin'. There's those hearts. Granddaughter's musical. That's why Melissa said something about somebody is a teacher. A musical something teacher, right? Oh, I bet it was amazing. You can't wait to retire. I can't wait for you to retire too. So we can see more of those beautiful dolls that you make. Yes. Yes. All right. Now, I have, like I said, I've done quite a bit. Teachers are special individuals. Thank you so much, Melissa. I appreciate that. What grade did I teach? Jackie, I taught English as a second language, and I had kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, but I mostly worked with kindergarten through 5th grade. Most of the time, it is a fine crackle. Thank you so much. All right, now let me ask you this. I told you I've done a lot of prep because there are 45 pieces. So I have actually painted all of the pieces except for one bird. I didn't think you needed to watch me paint the tree parts. So I've painted everything except for one bird. Do you want me to go ahead and put the pieces in now so you can see what it looks like? Or do you want me to paint the last bird and then we look at it? Let me know. That's what I would love to know. So say paint the bird, or say paint, or say put the pieces together or something. I don't know. Something. One of the two. Hi, Jeannie with Clifton's Crafty Casa. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Y'all, if you see any of my sweet friends here in the comments, Mindy says paint the bird. If you see any of my sweet friends here in the comments under their business pages, give them a follow. If you think that you are already following them, double check, because the Book of Faces is doing unfollowing again. I was one away from 6,800 followers, and it dropped me down 2 or 3 today. Just today. Thank you for that, BQT. Just today, I lost 3 followers. So, there's that fun stuff. There's that fun stuff. Paint the bird first, then it can all come together at once. All right, show us. Look, Cindy goes, show us first. Most people are saying paint. Cheers. I had to have a tea today. I couldn't take it. Okay, well, let's paint it. It shouldn't take long. It's only one. Famous last words. Famous last words, Jamie? Let's use a paper towel because I've got all my pieces on my paint board. Let's just use this paper towel I have over here. And then that way I can show you the back side, what I did. See, I put like a number 9 and it says medium blue. That's what I did. So these two right here are light blue. I did go ahead and paint the beaks because they're tiny. That'll be light blue. That's dark blue, medium blue. When you are painting, you always start with the lightest color and move to the darkest color, okay? So this color is called Queen's Court, and it is beautiful light blue. I mean, it is beautiful, and it's this one's an acrylic mineral paint. You're a new follower of yours? Well, good, you're following somebody. Hey, you had junior high and high school. God bless you. God bless you. That's a special soul that can work with those kids. I did the best I could. When those hormones start kicking in, I'm just like, no, just no. Okay, so let's start. This is the blue part of the bluebird's head. Okay, so we're doing blue. I told my sister-in-law, Lethea, that I was making crows, and I think she believed me, and now she's not here. If she's here, I don't see her. So I was trying to trick her. She just couldn't believe I was going to take this and turn it into a crow. But that would be beautiful if you decorate with primitive decor. A crow would be awesome. I'm just saying. Oopsie, I'm making a mess over here. I am. You are a special ed paraprofessional. God bless you. I'm telling you. I had to work with students in those situations because they need language assistance as well. So, yes, ma'ams. So what we'll do is we'll put 2 coats of color on here, but we'll go in the row. So this is kind of how I do it. I just have a little paint sticky pad that I've put down tape rolls, and I lay these on top so that they'll stick and I don't have to hold on to them very much. And that's normally how I paint them. Okay, so that color is called Queen's Court. Kind of reminds me of Bridgerton a little bit. I haven't watched it, but that little song that everybody's making little videos where they're dancing to that same song. You've been working your job for 44 years in June. Wow. I don't know whether to say congratulations or why. Anne loved it. Well, you have to, hey, Chrissy, my sweetest, cutest, bestest friend. You are too, Chrissy. God bless you. I remember you saying that. Okay, now this color is medium blue, and we're going to use a color called Admiral Blue for this. It's very close to the dark blue that I'm using, but we're going to figure out a way to differentiate the colors a little bit. Okay, so this color is called Admiral Blue, and it's a chalk style paint. Okay, we just have one. This is the body of the bird. This is the body of the bluebird. This makes me think of the song, Don't Worry About a Thing. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Y'all know something about the bluebird in the middle of that song somewhere? Wake up with the morning sun. Something about, I don't know. Y'all, I know you know what I'm talking about. Okay, probably not, because I actually butchered that song, more than likely. Alright, now the last color is a pretty, pretty, pretty color. You've seen me use it before. It's called Abyss. And we're going to use that for the dark blue on the wings. It's almost a navy. And I know these are not your traditional bluebird colors, but I'm working with the colors that I have. I didn't go buy any new colors for this. How about that? And if I miss your comment, I am so sorry. Somebody's asking, when are you going to do the craft along? I was just mentioning that to Renee earlier this evening. Maybe tomorrow night. And if I can't get it together for tomorrow night, we'll do it for sure one day this coming week. No later than Saturday. Okay? Because I know holidays coming quickly. It's coming quickly. And I'm sorry I didn't get to do it with you all. I had one of my little gastrointestinal, whatever this disease is, they're going to figure out, I hope, someday. I had a flare-up. Let's just put it that way. Pretty bad one. Pretty bad flare-up. Pretty bad one. All right, so now those 3 colors are done. We're just going to go back now and repeat that one more time. Luckily, my house is warm, so everything's drying pretty quickly. Let me get the dark paint off my finger so that I don't get the light colored paint. I don't get it on the light colored paint, the Queen's Court. Here we are. One more time. That right there needs tossing. The acrylic has a built-in top coat. And what you're seeing me pull out, it looks like a boogie, is actually the top coat doing its thing. So, there we go. Now we can work with it properly. If I can find my sponge. Drink kombucha. Yes, I do all kinds of probiotics. All kinds. I'm pretty sure I know what I did that kind of started it. I just didn't realize what I was doing at the time. I promise you I never would have done it. So here comes coat number 2. There are these, I also have celiac disease, so I also have to eat gluten-free. So there are these gluten-free pretzels that I got into, and I'm pretty sure that that's what it was. Because I probably ate way more, well, not just that, I also had, I had tea more than I normally do last week because it was a busy week and I was eating out. And rather than being smart and getting water, I ordered tea. And I don't care if I get half and half or not. It doesn't matter. It's the caffeine and then the sugar intake together. It's a wha-bam, baby. So that's what did it to me. It was just a build up. And I should have known better and should have done better, but I didn't. But now I know, and I will not be repeating that again because it was not fun. I just felt terrible. 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 Anybody got anything fun going on this week? It is a beautiful color, Mary. Really, really pretty. All right, so that's 2 coats. We can just sit there and let that dry. Oh, we'll move that out of the way. It's called Queen's Court. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now we'll do this color, which is Abyss. Nope, it's not. It's Admiral Blue. And I'm going to be really cautious with this because those 2 colors are very similar. So let's get this. Let me feel which side's not crunchy. This side. Let's get this little pretty little body of this little bluebird painted up. So I guess my little prank on my sister-in-law didn't work out. Granddaughter's dance competition. Oh boy, it's that time of year, isn't it? Starting to be. I've seen a lot of people dressed in formal attire, so I guess it won't be too very long before there are proms coming up too. Okay, there's Abyss. That's also a gorgeous color. And now we'll do one more color and we'll be ready to do our distressing and putting together. Not necessarily in that order. We'll go over the colors I used on the others. Granddaughters have softball games. And I think you were at a tennis match as well, weren't you, this weekend? All kinds of good fun stuff going on. I got way too much paint, so I'm just wiping it back into the container. And that little 1 ounce, you all, goes a very long way. It'll help you through several projects before you run out. Especially if you use very light coats. Use very light coats of paint. So if you are ever interested in this kit, all you have to do for right now is put bird song. That's the code word. Put bird song in the comments, and that will take you to my affiliate link for this kit, so you can purchase it if you would like, or if you just want to take a look at it or look around the website. It doesn't increase the cost for you to use my affiliate link. It just gives me the credit so that I get a small commission. Doesn't increase your cost. That color was Abyss. That's the one that's called Abyss. All right, now let me get this paint off my fingers. Does anybody watch Bridgerton? I have not seen the first episode of it, but I sure do like that music with that little dance they do. Sorry I'm taking the time to do this, but I don't want these colors mixing all over everywhere. Okay, so everything now has been painted. I'm pretty sure that needs to be painted, except for distressing. So let's put it together and see if we like it before we distress, because that's key. You want to check it before you glue it and distress it, because once you distress it and glue it, those are 1 ounce bottles. I'm pretty sure, but let me double check. It's a 1 ounce bottle. I think. Wonder why it doesn't have it on here. Pretty sure it's a 1 ounce. Hold on. This holds 2 ounces. I'm pretty sure it's a 1 ounce. I don't think it's a 2 ounce. It should say on here, but it doesn't. There's a QR code, but that's not going to help you if I hold it up at the camera. Oh, it says it right on the top. Duh. It's a 1 ounce. It is a 1 ounce sample. This size is 2 ounces. That's 2 ounces, and this is 1 ounce. So here's the differences. It's like Baby Bear and Mama Bear. Thank you, Mindy, for helping me out. You love Bridgerton, however you have to be ready. It is I caught about 5 seconds of it one time, and I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay, we're going to move on for right now. But I don't even have Netflix now, so I couldn't watch it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to check our pieces and see if we like our pieces, how we like them. So let's do that. I'm going to put the frame down. Now remember, I normally write top on there. I'm just looking at the grain of the wood, and I'm going to try to make it go in the same direction as the grain of the wood. All right, let's put our little, this is number 10. So see the number 10's there? So I just match them up kind of like that. Number 12, you don't have to put it in perfectly right this minute. Number 11. Oh, the other one's right here. Number 9. I was like, I know there's another one. Okay, let's do some of our little green pieces. That's 34. This is supposed to mimic like a tree. 35. Do you have all of the colors? No, Chrissy. No. No. I did just place a pretty big order. For me, it's a big order. Here recently, because I was running out of colors, and then there were colors I wanted to try. So I did place a kind of large order. But no, nowhere near having all the colors. No. I wish. Hey, Lisa Evans, you love watching Bridgerton? I guess someday I'll bite the bullet and get Netflix again. This is number 30. What do y'all think? You think it's going to be okay? You think my color? Okay, hold on. Back up. Pause for a minute. This color is the lightest green color, and I used a color called Misty Fjord. Oh, I'm moving where is it? It's a beautiful color of green. I just love it. Misty Fjord. Fjord. See how pretty that color is? 2 coats. That's Misty Fjord or Ford. Some people just say Ford. Okay, so that's that color. Then this color I just laid down. This is the darkest green color, and it's 2 coats of vintage moss. So let me lay this one down, and then I'll show you that little canister. No, I have, Chrissy, I've made like little small orders here and there, but I did a big order last time. So this is vintage moss. Vintage moss. 2 coats. I use that color a lot. I use vintage moss a lot. Okay, so let's finish putting those on. There's 33. I wish I had all the colors. I do. I wish I had all the colors. Have you read the book series? No, Julie, and hello and welcome in. I miss seeing you. I have not. I have Outlander and have yet to read them. I got that for Christmas one year. That's the same vintage moss right there, okay? Now we're going to switch to the medium green, and that color is one of my favorites also. Well, that's not it. Where are you hiding? Also not it. Every time I lean over, I'm moving this thing. It's called Autumn Sage. So we're kind of calling that the medium green, but it's beautiful. Autumn Sage. And that one is in a bundle. And so is the vintage moss. Oh, it's looking beautiful so far. At least I'm thinking it is. All right, medium green, number 39. All right, we're getting ready to play bingo. 39. Anybody got bingo yet? Well, I haven't called out enough numbers. 41. 41. It wouldn't be I. That's too big of a number. Number 38. That might be like N38. I don't know. I don't remember what the range of the numbers are for each letter. 43. 43. Number 43. Anybody have number 43? You love those coordinating colors? Thank you, my dear. And they're not even like in planned as coordinating. I just kind of was like, what colors do I have that I could use? I was like, oh, I think these will go well together. And we just threw them on there and said, okay, it's a Hail Mary. Let's see what happens. Here's an, oh, that was nice of me not to number that one. 42. So now we know that's a 45 by process of elimination, which was what I couldn't say the last time I was live. Okay, that's looking pretty already. Ooh, fancy. Speaking of fancy, I gotta get the bird beaks out. Now listen, I painted the bird beaks in a color called Carbon. But what I'm thinking is, because bluebirds, their beaks are black, y'all. Their beaks are black. Here it is. Here's Carbon. 2 coats. 2 coats of Carbon. Thank you, Lisa. That's very kind of you. Bingo! Lisa's got bingo already. We're not even halfway finished. Laying our pieces, we are. Halfway finished laying our pieces down. Okay, there's 28, 26. We're all going to have bingo by the end of this. Have I convinced anybody to try a kit yet? That hasn't tried a kit? 25. What's everybody's favorite songbird? Tell me that. Did I ask y'all that already? Loving the colors? Thank you. All right, so there's our little black beaks. Well, Carbon. All right, now let's slip their little heads in here. If it would help if I would put them in the right direction. It's like kind of like putting a puzzle together. So if you know somebody who likes putting puzzles together, this would make a really good little Easter basket gift for like an older adult, or an adult. 23. I don't know. Some of the younger kids probably do better than me. 22. Okay, starting to come together. It kind of looks like a pencil. All right, now, I don't think it matters. Let's get our little side pieces in. 17 goes right here. These are the little wings. 19. That's also that Queen's Court that you've already saw me use it. Here's 16. I'm going to have to think of some more things to use Queen's Court with. Number 20. Number 18. Number 15. We're almost there. Number 14. I do think I should have painted the beaks yellow, even though they're not yellow. In real life, that's why I painted them that color, because bluebird beaks in real life are black. Number 2. Are y'all telling me your favorite birds? That kit's on your list? Yippee! Right now, the tail feathers. And this was the one you saw me paint. That's the color called Abyss. Number 7. I see Carol T with Carol T Studio 5 and DIY. Hello, Miss Carol T. I hope you're doing well. Okay, there's number 3. Now, I also believe that we need to do a little something to differentiate between the body of the bird and the tail feathers, so bear with me on that, okay? Bear with me on that. There we are. Now, all the pieces are on the kit. They're there. You could do your border, you could stain it, you could do it the same color of that buttercream, you could do it one of the green colors. The sky's the limit. So here it is. Hey, Carol T, look at there, y'all. Oh my goodness, look at that. How beautiful is that? Hummingbirds and cardinals are your favorite, Catherine? Is there a certain money amount to get free shipping? No, ma'am. One kit, your shipping is free. Now, Paint Couture paint, Christina's a retailer for the Paint Couture paint, so she is required to charge shipping on that. So that's why you have to pay shipping on the paints. But everything else, but I think there's like a flat rate shipping on it. Don't hold me to that. I can't remember for sure. But all of the paint kits are free shipping. Any kit you buy is free shipping. Thank you, Amanda, my neighbor. Thank you, Doodle Denise. Wrong Denise. Sunshine Sister Denise. Oh, it's so pretty. Y'all, I don't know if I need to differentiate now. Do you think I need to add any kind of details to the body or the tail to make them differentiate? I don't think I do. It's showing up very nicely in the camera. I don't know why, but my southern accent is extra southern tonight. Mike, I like you too. Diane, thank you. Thank you, Angela. Hummingbirds are your favorite because your mom loved them. That's very sweet, Norma. And hello, I'm glad to see you. Hey there, Miss Sue Engel again. Shipping's always free. That's right, just not on the Paint Couture. Look how pretty. Oh, I can't stand it. It's so pretty. I can't stand it. It's so pretty. You love it? Thank you. Now, it looks beautiful. What do y'all think? Should I add any kind of details to the body or the tail feathers or leave it as is? I'm going to distress. I'm glad you caught me too, Norma. It's good to see you. It's hard to catch everybody, isn't it? You love the colors? Oh, look at there. There's Lethea. Did I trick you? Y'all, was mean to her. Lethea's my sister-in-law, y'all. I was mean to her, and I told her I was doing crows. I had to tease you a little bit. You like it as is. Lethea says she likes it as is. See, look at that crackle, the crackle, the crackle, the crackle. The colors are perfect. You like it the way it is? I do too. When I took a picture of it earlier, like with my camera, I was like, mirror, this is not showing up so good. Like the two different colors weren't showing up so good. Should I paint the bird's beaks yellow? Leave it as is. That's the next question. What happened to the crows? I was teasing you. I never planned to do crows, not in the spring. Now, come so mean. I know I'm terrible. I'm awful. Leave it. It's perfect. Okay. So, some of you are going to say, you don't need to distress it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I need to distress it. It has to be. I fibbed. I told a little fib. I was really just giving her a hard time. I do that a lot. It's a wonder she even talks to me. I cannot help it. I got it honest. My father was a jokester. He could say some pretty funny stuffs. Okay. Now, I think I even already smeared a blue mark right there. It's okay. C'est la vie. Leave the beak as is. Okay. Well, that's just what color they are in nature. So, that's what I did. Okay, so in case you need to know the colors, do you want me to post the names of the colors when I post a picture of this later on? Distressing is where your magic happens. Well, you've got more faith in me than I got in me then. Okay, let me get my brushes out. Let me get the brushes out. I think I'm going to do a reverse distressing on that buttercream with my antiquing wax. But still, let me get my brushes out. I have them thrown in here because this was the quickest plastic bag I could find. Let's see. I need this one and this one. The baby and I need Papa Bear and Baby Bear. I need to get them their own little bag. Yes, please. Okay. Because there's 8 colors, y'all. I could sit here and name them all for you, but that's not going to help you one iota. And don't forget, if you want the kit, or if you want to take a look at it, it's called Bird Song, the code word. To get the link sent straight to you, your messenger, Bird Song. One word. Okay? There's no obligation. You just get to window shop. Okay? Bird Song. Bird Song. All right, y'all, don't look at what I'm getting ready to do. But we got to get to distressing. This is one of your more traditional barn quilt patterns. It's not such a modern style quilt pattern. So I kind of wanted to go traditional with it since it's more traditional color. Yes, I just took the time to put all of those together. But you have to do that step. Don't skip that step. Because if you go to glue your pieces in and then look at it, rut-row, you're too late, honey. You're stuck. Rut-row, Shaggy, you're stuck. Okay, I'm trying to be real careful not to turn those over in my paint container. Okay, now let's do a little reverse distress here real quick like. Check your, look, everybody's putting birdsong in there. Woohoo! Now, if you have a business page, I think you have to be on your personal profile to get the link sent to you. Okay, do I want to use that one or the big one? Oh, decisions. Now, don't panic. I promise it's going to be okay. Don't even have to be particular. But it's going to make that crackle pop even more. Would help if that would come on out. Let's keep on going here. Well, I said let's keep on going and I can't get my paint out. All right, I'm probably going to miss comments here for a second. Did everybody tell me their favorite songbird? I got a lot of hummingbirds and cardinals. How many of you like bluebirds? I mean, it doesn't have to be your favorite. I love a bluebird. There's just something about them. My dad's favorite bird was a purple martin. And those are quite popular in the western part of the state, but we have them here too in the central part of the state. But they make birdhouses for purple martins out of gourds and hang them up. They are remarkable little creatures, not just purple martins, birds in general. Okay, now don't panic. You love all birds, Catherine. You love all birds, but hummingbird's your favorite. It's about time to start feeding them. I think there's a guide on the internet to show you by location when to start feeding them, if you want them to come and visit you. But don't just feed them once and then leave them alone, because then they've got to go find somewhere else where their food supply is. That's the big deal. Because they will return for year after year. Mine come usually for my hosta. I have a blooming hosta if the deer don't get all the blooms. And it's supposed to be deer resistant. And some years it is, and some years it's not. Some years the deer don't bother it, and some years they do. So we are at the beginning of our great pollen gate, I guess is what we call it. We're at the great pollinating. We had that rainstorm last night, and then there's the pollen's back heavy again today. Pollen is crazy. Crazy stuff. So if you ever did rag painting back in the late 80s, 90s, maybe even the early 2000s, this will look familiar to you, sort of, kind of. It's just a reverse technique to the rag painting that was so popular back in the, I guess, late 80s, early 90s to the 2000s. I guess I got my times correct. You think they like the Rose of Sharon bushes? Yes, they do, I bet. I bet so. All right, let's put this in here for right now. And I won't try not to waste your time on, too much time on this. And I'll clean it better after my live. Let me wrap it up. That's good and wet, so it should be okay. All right, now let's grab another wipey wipe. Let's get to doing the reversal here. Let's do the reversal. So I'm going to start in the center because that's where I started when I was you can wipe back as much as you want or as little as you want. Okay, then I came over here and started over here. So let's start and go in the order that I actually worked in. Is everybody doing okay? Am I boring you to death? So I just rub gently at first till I figure out how. There we go. I just like doing this method. Now if you wanted to add a little bit of texture back, you can always take and pounce like that, and it does leave a texture to it. Just FYI. I like to go in little circles. It's always fun. This is fun method. Fun method. Everybody saying, so-and-so's watching, so-and-so's watching, so-and-so's watching. So no decoupage tonight. Are y'all impressed? No polka dots? No gingham? Are y'all not saying who's this lady and what they do with Jamie? Okay, let's dibble dabble that a little bit. That part right there. Then we'll swish around and start over here. I think I started over here. So if you're rubbing and it's not wiping back enough, move to a different spot on your baby wipe. You can use a paper towel, but the baby wipes, there's something about the baby wipe that works better. You might have to get a new baby wipe. Let's try it. Let's try a different area. If I'm wiggling the camera, I'm so sorry. I do apologize. Hey, sweet Tiffany, how are you? Welcome in, my dear, and I love you big, too. Happy Sunday. We are still going to do the craft along. Just bear with me. We may do it tomorrow night. Sorry for the short notice. I'm leaning towards tomorrow night, but it depends. I have an appointment tomorrow, and it depends on how I feel after that appointment. Because sometimes I feel zapped after appointments. Okay, let's see. And I'm imagining I probably will because I haven't had one of these appointments in a while. But we'll see. Now, I feel like I've got... There we go. See, it'll even peel back some of your paint if you're not careful. Which, that was me right there. Okay. There we go. See, it's darker in real life, I promise. Darker, darker, darker. Okay. Okay, now we get to distress away. Distressing the night away. That is what we shall be doing. I'm not sanding. This is 45 pieces. We're not sanding. I might sand the frame. But we're going to save that for the end. Ooh, I got to get this off my fingers. Maybe I'll be okay. Let me grab a little handy dandy parchment paper so I'll have something to rub-a-dub-dub into my brush. Let me wake it up. It's kind of stiff. Okay, we're going to start with this size so we can cover more ground quicker. Does that sound like a plan? Looks good? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, how many of y'all have tried that? Good night. We might not be using this or not. It's hot in my house, and this wax is very soft. So, change o' plans. No worries. No worries. Let me get my other brush out. Okay, so DIY wax is very soft because it's a beeswax. That's the main wax in it. So, when it gets warm, you kind of have to watch it. You might even want to store it in the refrigerator. Okay, I got my medium-sized brush out because that's what I use on with my Distress Ink. And this is Tim Holtz Distress Ink, and it's the color Walnut Stain. Okay, so that's what we're going to use instead. But I've got my little medium-sized brush out just in case that doesn't work. Well, I'm distressing my finger. There we go. I'm not going to do a lot, just a wee bit. I really need to clean my fingers. Please and pretty please. I wonder if there's an easier way to do this. I was thinking this way would be quicker, but I'm getting my fingers in such a mess that I feel like I'm going to mess up everything else. Okay, number 2. Number 2, is anybody asleep yet? Have I bored you enough to put you to sleep? Only 43 more to go. Only 42 more to go. I won't do that with every piece, I'm sorry. I see lots of people watching. Hello, everybody. If you're just hopping on, my name is Jamie. You're joining me for an affiliate spotlight. I'm delighted to be here on the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina's page. My name is Jamie, and my page is Rō.12 Creations. So if you haven't followed either one of us, we would greatly appreciate it if you would give us a follow. And we are working on the Birds of Song quilt kit tonight. So if you're interested in this kit, the code word to get the link sent straight to you, to your messenger, is bird song. One word, bird song. And it'll send it right to you. You are under no obligation whatsoever to purchase, but you are more than welcome to window shop. And not just this kit, you can window shop the whole website, because Christina has lots of lovely kits. Let's see, have I gotten all of the wings? 2, 4, 6. There's one more. There's one more floating around somewhere. We'll do this since my wax was so it was almost liquid, y'all. I'm scared to use it. Where's the other wings? 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 7. There should be one more wing somewhere. Okay, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to keep rolling. Oh, it's right here. It is right here. Okay, now let's move to its little face. Now I might sand the beaks just a little bit to add a little bit of texture to its beaks. But that should be the only thing I'm thinking that I will actually be distressing. Sanding, not distressing. Bird song, one word. Anita, how are you? I didn't see you up in here. How's everybody? Anybody have anything fun coming up this week? What, you have holiday plans coming up? They're coming up soon. Bird song, one word. I think you have to have it one word for it to send you the link. No spaces. All right, there's 1, 2, 3. Where's the other face? I'll tell you what, I'm putting distressing on here with this finger right here that I don't really like. Woo, got happy there. That's okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. Gonna get another baby wipe if I can. Hold on. There we go. Let's see if I can't get it. Yay, it's working now. Woohoo! Yay, your first grandbaby will be making his arrival Tuesday. Oh, Tiffany, that's so exciting. Congratulations. I know you have been waiting and waiting and waiting. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the little wingy-ling-a-ling-a-lingas. Let's do the green now. And that didn't help a bit for me to clean my fingers. Whoopsie. Good catch. Good catch. Congratulations is right. I know you've got to be excited. Tiffany, how's your eye doing? I haven't thought to ask you lately. How's that eye doing, sweet friend? There we go. It's working a little better on these green pieces. We may have to sand these blue pieces. I wasn't thinking about that. I don't think the stain's going to show up on them. Well, we're going to leave that like it is. We're not going to worry about that. Nope, it won't reach in there. Phew, I may have to turn the air conditioning on. I was trying not to because it's going to be back down in the heat. Turning the heat on your eye is better. You can see out of it now, just not as good. Things are kind of dark in it, but praise God you can see. Amen. And maybe that will keep getting even better, Miss Tiffany. That's a wonderful news right there. Thank God for that. And that is amazing too. Congratulations on that. And thanks be to Jesus. Oopsies. Whew. If you don't like to be messy, this is not the kit for you. I mean, you don't have to distress yours. I just like to distress mine. Let's put this over here. Let's get this center one. Okay, there's that one. Now, let's get to the little, let me put the little beaks that I see together, because I know I probably need to sand those a little bit. Dark blue, I think. All right, now here are the rest. Here we go. We're getting there, y'all. Slow and steady wins the race. Hey. Hold on. Ha! Work smarter. Work smarter there, Jamie. Aha. I'm quiet, y'all. I'm concentrating. Do I have Prime Video from Amazon? I sure do. And I want to watch The Chosen. I have not watched that. Is there something I should be watching on that? I do have Prime. Woo, got happy there. I do have Prime. And for some reason, I'm hooked on the mystery movies or series they have on, of all channels, the Hallmark Channel. Okay. Now, I think we're finished with all I can do with that. So now I think the rest of it is just sanding. Let me put that over there. Let me sweep all of these off of here onto my work mat. I'm getting excited, you all, because we're getting closer. Right now. Well, now watch me not be able to find my sander yet again. Nope, I see it. Let me put these two up. And I'll leave that out in case we need to use the walnut stain. All right, so what's on Prime that I need to be watching? Anything good on Amazon Prime? Most of the time I end up putting like YouTube on, some craft, somebody's crafts page or something. And I kind of fall asleep watching them. That's what I usually has happening to me. All right, let's start with this color because it's lighter. The Chosen is on Prime. You are watching it for these days before Easter. I want to start. So maybe I can start tonight. Let's see which way the grain of the wood went. Don't look. I'm going to wipe it on my... Well, apparently I'm going to tear a hole in my pants leg. Making a mess of making a mess. Anybody else watch The Chosen? My friend, one of my good friends, told me about it a while back, and I've yet to watch it. And then I think one of my cousins has watched it. She's pretty hooked on it. But there's an influencer lady who talked about it here on her page one time. She advertises for that Bloom Chic. I can't remember her name, but she said if she had only seen Jesus the way that he's presented, or the way that he's, if she had known that Jesus all along, how different her life could possibly have been. And I was like, whoa, that's deep right there. For somebody to say that, that's deep. So I'm interested in that for sure. All right, so there we go. There's those. Now let's get these little triangles. Not your finger. I know y'all are like, why are you even bothering? I promise it makes all the difference in the world. At least that's what I tell myself. It's my finger now when I'm finished with it. wood grain that way. Maybe I'll just blow it off instead of. Aha. I think her name's Carrie or something. You think I love it? I bet it is good. I've not heard one terrible thing about it. I'm giving a little magic blow. Two more in the beaks and the frame. All right, let's give our little beaks a little sanding here. I don't know if I can. They're tiny, but I've already started, so now I've got to finish. Let's finish what we started. My fingers look like I've been shelling walnuts. Black walnuts. That. Black walnuts at that. Oops, I'm flinging them everywhere. Okay, there we go. Let's get the frame. Where did I put the frame? And then we get to put it together. Okay, I've got to be really careful with this. Let's do the outside, the inside, and then we'll move to the outside. I don't want to break it if I can help it. Okay, now we're going to do the outside. All right, we're all the way around. There we go. We are good to go. Are y'all excited as I am? Let me wipe it on my pants one more time, just because you know. Okay, here we go. Let me grab my art to glitter glue. Great glue, great glue. Let me get this turned in the right direction. The grain of the wood goes up and down, so that should go up and down as well. Here we go. There we go. Should go sorting like that. So let's do this. This is art glitter glue. It's available on Amazon. If you want the link to this glue, message me. Message me. I'm getting way too much glue. There we go. That's more like it right there. Doesn't take a lot. We're just going to roll with it. We are. Okay, the grain of the wood. Just go like that. Okay. That should be close enough right there. That should be. Hit those hearts if you're getting excited. It's your favorite glue. It's my favorite glue too, I do believe. Boy, I like it because you don't stick your fingers to your project and you don't stick your fingers together. It sets up pretty quickly. Just rubbing my finger around that edge there where I had too much glue. All right, let's start in the center with that lovely green piece. Now I'm going to follow my little guidelines to kind of help me keep them straight. Got to use my tongue because that lets me know I'm concentrating. I have a little excess glue right there. All right, now we'll work our way from the inside out, I guess. That's what we'll do next. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's start with our little blue pieces. Let's get them flipped over here. I think these are the tail pieces. Hang on. I think that's... Let's put these pieces in first. 36. There's no right or wrong way to put your pieces in, but I do like to usually put the frame in first and then try to work. It just really depends on each kit. Usually from the inside out. Okay, that piece is down. Number 34. Okay. Next. Keffany. I know, is that not the sweetest thing? We're all excited for Miss Keffany, her new grandbaby. That's so sweet. We'll pray for a safe delivery and that Mama and baby will be doing just fine. Everything works out just fine. Let's move that out of the way. Shall we? We shall. Was this the one I just put on? I think it was. I think it was. Okay, one last pretty green with that Misty Ford or Fjord. Then I go around and just make sure it's all up inside those squares. About as good as I can get them to be. There we go. Now, let's see here. Let's flip over these other, let's use these, let's put these big green pieces in next. That says 32. Now, I'm not squeezing glue the entire time I'm spreading that. Just FYI. Here comes 31. I like to spread the glue with the tip. Okay, here's this one. Number 33. And now, number 30. You're so welcome, sweetest Tiffany. I feel like I need to sing or do a dance here or something. I feel like I'm being very boring at the moment, but I'm concentrating. We are concentrating. Ta-da! Sorry, I just had to be silly for just a minute. Thanks for obliging me. Okay, get all our little beak pieces with the numbers over backwards so I can, on the back side, so I can see them. All right, now we can put these little green pieces in that I was having such a hard time seeing where they go. All right, so I need a number 40, 43, 42, and 43. 42. You can also glue your surface, put the glue on the surface. That was the right move right there. Put those squares in first. Now there's 43. Okay, now I'm going to turn it this way. That's 45 and 44. There's 44. Oops, wrong way. Oh, 45 was the one I didn't number. I remember now. I forgot to number it. Ooh, got way too much glue there. That one ought to stick really well. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to rotate it, and that's number 38 and 39. There's number 38. Rotate it again. How's everybody hanging out there with me? Y'all still awake? This is number 41. Number 40. Oh boy, let's do the little beak because that's right next there. Let's find 26. I think that says 26. That is tiny. See if I can get it lined up pretty good here. Okay, number 27. Ooh, about put it in there upside down. That would have been a hot mess. What is your favorite thing about spring? Let's talk about that. I'm not real fond of the pollen, but I love the fresh, beautiful green everything and the beautiful blooming flowers. Our azaleas are starting to bloom. Our red bud trees are blooming. I don't know about the dogwood yet. 25. Okay, that one's good. Yuck, feels sticky. 21. I guess I can stay where I am. Okay, next little fella is 23. $22. We should all have bingo by now. We should. Are y'all still with me? Y'all are quiet. Y'all are probably all sitting over there snoozing. Okay, dokie, next is going to be the body. I don't know why I was wanting to put it in that way. Make sure that's on there good. Looks like it is. Number 11, you are loving these colors. Thank you so much. When I post a picture of this, I'll list the colors for you. So, oh, I just shifted that. I hope I didn't make a mess. Okay, let's see which one you're going to be. Last body piece. Looking good, looking good. All right, let's work on these sweet little, doesn't matter now, we'll do the wings, but we could do either one. Number 15. There's number 16. Oops. Smeared that glue I did. Let's do number 18. And number 17. Number 20. If y'all know anybody that likes birds, be sure to tag them or share this video out with them. Because you could use this for just about any kind of bird. Just about. And then the last set of wings. Now we just have our tail feathers to do. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Well, your back of power went out. Oh, no. Yay, somebody put songbird. Bird song. Bird song, not songbird. Bird song. Okay, y'all, you better hope I can read numbers here. There's a 5 and a 6. Let's start there because I can read them. Whoa, I got happy. So that's 3 and 4 right here. Number 4. There I am oozing the glue again. Oozing the glue. I'll clean off my tip just a little bit there. Okay, so that, here's 7 and 8 right here. Number 7. Hold up 1 second, y'all. I got an excess of glue. We got to work on that just a little bit. There we go. That was bothering me. I'm sorry. Jamie, Christina has commented several times for you to check your messages and you keep missing her comment. No, that is, Stephanie, that is when somebody comments the word bird song, and then that is her automatic reply letting people to check their messages. That means that she has sent them the link to the kit. I have seen it. I've seen it. But that's what that is. It's telling the person that commented with the link to the kit, it's telling them to check their messages. That one's not for, I don't think it's for me anyways. I don't have a way to check my messages when I'm live because I forgot my laptop tonight. I had it charged and everything and I forgot it. Forgot to bring it over. Oop, not that far. Okay, last one, you all. Hit that drum roll. Drum roll, drum roll. Last one's coming up right now. Okay, clean off that tip one more time. Oh, she won't mind. No, that's the message for, yeah. Christina won't mind. She's all right. I saw it, dear. Thank you for telling me that because most of the time I would be missing it. There she is. And y'all, look how pretty. Oh, my goodness. Look how sweet. You are not crazy. Not at all. Da-da, da-da, da-da. That's what Jenny says. Look how pretty. And it actually, it goes like that. It goes like that. Isn't that beautiful? How sweet is this? And I love it. Thank you for the hearts. That is so very sweet of you. I love it. Y'all sure I don't need to differentiate between the tail feathers and the body? Yay, I'm glad you love it. Yay, Annette. Yay, Mary Ann. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gorgeous, and the colors pop. Thank you, Miss Mindy. Y'all sure we don't need to go over the little body or the wings to differentiate the colors? I don't know what I'm thinking. But that's what I have for you, you all. If you want to take a look at the kit, it is, this is the 10-inch round, and it is $28. That's shipping included. The 15-inch round is $44, and shipping's included there too. Thank you so much, Miss Keffany. I love how it turned out too. I'm just wondering if I need to do something to differentiate the body or the wings. One or the other. I'm thinking. It's perfect. Okay. That's what I have for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. We still did a two-hour, y'all, I prepped and we still had a 2-hour live. Holy cannelloni. But if you want the kit, the link to the kit sent message to you, put bird song, one word, bird song in the comments, and it will message it. Rō.12 love the colors I used. Well, thank you. I will go over the colors for you one time before I hit that end button. But the background color is buttercream. And I did crackle. And I'm sorry my fingers are now nasty. So let me move my sponges because I don't have to worry about painting anything else now. Well, I said I was going to move them. Okay, let's do that. Okay, right there we go. So the lightest color of blue is called Queen's Court. The medium shade of blue is called Admiral Blue. Admiral Blue. The darkest shade of blue is called Abyss. So those were the 3 shades of blue. The 3 shades of green are, going from lightest to darkest, Misty Ford or Fjord. Misty Ford. The medium shade is Autumn Sage. Then the darkest shade is called Vintage Moss. Okay, and then its beak, I did in Carbon. And those are the colors I used. You all, thank you so much for spending your evening with me. I appreciate you so very much. All right, y'all, sweet dreams and peace, love, and light, and happy crafting. Until next time, love you all. Good night. Mwah.